Why you do me like that? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Yeah. 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 Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah. 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 There you go. Ooh, why they do me like that? Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there.
That was fucking pick.
Second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Mayfield.
Man, what the fuck kind of...
20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is Edwards. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Jackson finds Roberts left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
we say it all the time,
whoa,
have to be able
whoa.
to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Mayfield on 1st down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Oh, my God.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, 94 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, 1st down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Landry the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run here with Edwards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now Landry. A 39-yard punt. Will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one go deep.
Oh, my God.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted.
No, I like the door for me.
Equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage. So that's a
This
sack.
nigga must be drunk, y'all.
A big chunk, 6 yards.
I don't know what the hell he got going on. Well, I appreciate it.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards the pickup there. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Buying time to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check, 180. Take it, regular.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Watch the curl. Hey, alert!
To throw, Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A second broken tackle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Jackson. He finds Roberts complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jackson finding room to the 20. On the crossing route, complete. It's Roberts. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
They trying to cheat. They trying to fucking cheat.
Saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run up a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Baltimore, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I look real in the board now. Hey.